Bonjour. Thank you very much for watching this video. Why choose the London Fashion Business Academy? To help you, support you, join you from strategy to execution in setting up, managing, and growing your fashion brand and fashion business overall. I'm going to share with you in this video why we will make a difference, not just based on over 25 years in the industry, in the business of fashion, working every week with retailers and brands. We can put yourself, and we are putting ourselves every week in the shoes of a brand like yourself and in the shoes of retailers you are targeting. My name is Thierry Bell. I'm the founder of the London Fashion Business Academy, and I'm also the founder of Global Fashion Management. Stay with us till the end, because there's a big surprise for you, which will make this working together a very, very interesting proposition, and the ability not to break the bank at the same time. As you know today, we're living in a much more complex and challenging retail and fashion industry. This is what all the people are telling us every week. And I was talking to Anna. She's from a UK university at Graduate Fashion Week this year. And what she told me, it takes 10 years to build a brand. And I think the one thing which is missing is honesty. And I think she spotted very early in her journey that those are two really critical things. And it's true, it takes time and it takes money. But let's not forget, mistakes can cost you thousands of pounds, dollars, euros, yen. The question is, are those mistakes avoidable? Totally. We see the same mistakes. I see the same mistakes happening every season. But to avoid those mistakes, one of the components you will need is more honesty and transparency. And of course, a solution that does not break the bank, something that is really cost effective for you. And this is what the London Fashion Business Academy is all about. So what are we going to be bringing? Is we want to tell you the truth. So yes, we want to be on occasion brutally honest because we care. We want to make sure you understand the good advice from the bad and you're able to spot it as soon as possible. We want to make sure that where you might see a red flag, we might see a green flag. So we need to tell you that piece of information, and the reverse is of course very true. My personal experience has been working in Europe, in the US, managing a business and working with a lot of brands, from young designers, small, medium-sized, as well as international designer brands from, Moschino, Versace, Sergio Rossi, Smalto, Mona Lisa, Polka, and many others. The experience of working with young designers is of course very insightful of the mistakes you need to avoid, the golden rules you need to follow. And because my experience has been also working from strategy to execution with a very strong focus, of course, on delivery. Because I know that behind every idea, every strategy, it's about execution. It's about the small little details which will make the plan be successful. And this is why we will be successful with you, because we will join you in the execution phase. The experience I have built is not only at wholesale, it's at wholesale and retail. And the biggest mistake that wholesale brands make is not willing to understand how retail works. You have to put yourself in the shoes of a retailer and understand what makes his job be difficult, every day. So if you have, on top of that, you have the experience of working with all the fashion stakeholders and the functions. So my job is to put myself, when working with you, in the position of an investor, of a CEO, of a designer, of a marketing or salesperson, of a production, logistic, credit management, finance person. But as well in the shoes of your logistic company, your manufacturer, of your boutique, but maybe department store, or your concession. And this is why we will be opening more doors to help you succeed. Now, what kind of stories could I share with you very quickly today is at wholesale, I remember a German brand who decided to go to Trenoy, a major trade show in Paris. And when I went through the lady through the margin and the pricings that she worked upon, well, she had made a major mistake. And that mistake was not providing the retailer who's going to buy the brand enough margin to sustain growth and to sustain buying the goods. And of course, I didn't expect her to necessarily believe me. So, I made sure to introduce her to two buyers and have, 30 seconds to 1 minute with one of them, just for her to understand that the pricing and the margin she has taken was wrong. And now let's explain why it went wrong. Well, she decided to find the information online, which is great. There's a lot of things information online. The question is whether it's correct and whether it pertains and it is applicable to your case studies, your context, your specific situation. In that case, when I ask her, where did you get that website who gave you the margin that you're allowing the retailer to take, which is lower than the one the European retailer wants, she told me it was a US website. And I said, yeah, that's correct. In the US, that markup is correct. But in Europe, it's unfortunately, 25, 30% higher. So the problem is, why should I buy your brand and take a lower margin just to please you? No, it's tough out there. I need the normal markup. At retail, a brand in London had decided to take a pop-up store, in around Sloane Square, which is a very premium high-end location. It went so well. By the way, pop-ups can often go well because it's new, it's fresh. And they decided to invest in a boutique with a normal lease. But guess what? After 6 months, they still hadn't properly managed the basic KPIs, the basic key performance indicators to track and make sure that their sales, profitability in their retail store was right. And consequently, a few months later, the retail store had to close and the brand disappeared as well. I feel extremely sad because what I was asking the people to do was just really basic KPIs. And the reason why the people didn't do it is because they thought they were a young retail operation. It did not necessarily mean anything, but that's it. In every project, you need a dashboard. You have a dashboard when you fly a plane, and you have a dashboard on everything you do. And this is why it went wrong. So attach importance to what is going to help you drive a more profitable business long term. So what is the role that the London Fashion Business Academy will bring in? What is the role I want to play in your growth in the fashion industry? It's about a multi-talented role, from acting as a consultant, advising you, but also coaching you to become a better designer and a more profitable business, acting as a mentor, as well as being a business manager, because it is about execution. It's about implementing the plan as perfectly as possible. And of course, depending on the situation, we need to have a flexible price point to fit you as a young designer, but also to fit a more international designer brand. And this is why initially my job was being the founder of Global Fashion Management and created the London Fashion Business Academy to really help and support all those startups in the fashion world. And of course, there is going to be, at your convenience, either online courses or online and one-to-one. So the London Fashion Business Academy is about providing you this training modules, monthly support, because I want to make sure that you can ask any questions by email and you get that support, that answer that you need. Our job is not just to provide you with online content. I see my vision of working with over 1,000 people over the next 12 months to make sure that we are here to listen to what you need and being able to answer those needs within the next 15 days. So make sure that you share with us the challenges you face so we can set up an answer that fits what you need to do this month and next month. Plus, as this is a new project, as an early adopter, I want to give you extra benefits. And I want you to be able to be one of the founder. By being part of the Founders Club, what do you get? Well, you're going to be able to get special benefits. So join us on the #1 platform of fashion online courses, focusing on in the business of fashion. Today, your success, the goals, the dream that you have is going to be about creativity. And I have total faith that you have that creativity, but it's also going to be about business. We need to make money to sustain the business long term. And we truly care. More than maybe you may think. So, visit us on the web link that I have indicated here. Please feel free to use the coupon as a thank you. Receive 25% off on all the online courses, excluding the one-to-one or live event. And if you have any doubt, if you have any question, I want you to make sure that you can give us a call, send us an email, because we will be in touch and we're going to help you set up, grow, and manage profitably and globally your fashion brand. Thank you very much, and we're looking forward to working together, and you are going to be one of the founder. And as part of the Founders Club, I will treat you with very exceptional gifts on a regular basis. Thank you very much.